Look down at your arm right now. See that faint layer of hair? Your ancestors had a full coat of it. Now touch the base of your spine. That little bump? That used to be a tail. Open your mouth and feel around for your back molars. If they're missing or causing you pain, congratulations, you're witnessing evolution happen in real time. Your body is a museum. It's full of leftover parts, muscles you can't use, teeth you don't need, and folds of skin that used to be entire organs in your ancestors. Scientists call them vestigial structures. And here's the wild part. They're not done disappearing. Some of them are actively vanishing from the human species right now, generation by generation. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your own body the same way again. Because somewhere in your DNA, there's a countdown clock running on 9 different body parts. And some of them might be gone from your great-great-grandchildren entirely. Let's start with the one you deal with every single morning. Our ancestors were covered head to toe in fur. Somewhere along the evolutionary line, humans became one of the few naked mammals on the planet, alongside elephants, dolphins, and naked mole rats. Scientists comparing dozens of mammal genomes found something fascinating. The genes that build hair are still there. They didn't get deleted, they got switched off. Modern clothing and central heating mean we simply don't need a fur coat anymore. Combine that with a society that shaves, waxes, and grooms body hair into near non-existence, and you've got a species putting even less pressure on those genes to stay active. Thousands of years from now, the arms, legs, and backs of humans may be almost completely bare. Keeping hair only where it still matters, like the scalp, eyebrows, and eyelashes. Speaking of things vanishing, let's talk about the tooth that ruins everyone's week. Wisdom teeth, or third molars, once helped our ancestors grind down tough roots, raw meat, and fibrous plants. But cooking changed everything. Softer food meant smaller jaws, and smaller jaws simply don't have room for a third set of molars anymore. Here's the proof it's already happening. In some populations, up to 40% of people are born without at least one wisdom tooth entirely. Compare that to other groups where the number is closer to 10%. Scientists have even traced this to specific genes involved in tooth development. This isn't random, it's heritable. Your kids could be born with a trait your grandparents didn't have, a mouth built for a world that no longer needs backup molars. Now, reach down and feel the base of your spine. That's your coccyx, your tailbone. Every single human embryo grows a small tail in the womb before it disappears around month 2 of pregnancy, leaving this bony nub behind. It's the physical fossil of the tails our primate ancestors used for balance and gripping branches. Today, it does almost nothing for movement. It's mainly just an anchor point for a few pelvic muscles, which is the only reason it hasn't vanished completely. People who lose their coccyx to injury function completely normally afterward, and in extremely rare cases, babies are still born with a small true tail, proof that the blueprint for a tail is still sitting dormant in our DNA, waiting to be shut off for good. For decades, doctors called the appendix useless, a ticking time bomb that occasionally has to be surgically removed. It used to help ancient, plant-heavy ancestors digest tough cellulose. As our diet shifted to cooked, easier-to-digest food, that job became unnecessary. But here's the twist. Newer research shows the appendix might be a safe house for good gut bacteria, helping restock your digestive system after an illness wipes it out. So is it dying out, or does it have a secret second job? Either way, millions of people live completely normal lives with theirs removed, which means evolution has zero reason to protect it. It's the ultimate keep-it-just-in-case organ, and that case is getting rarer every generation. Ever watch a cat swivel its ears toward a sound without moving its head? Humans still have the exact same muscles around our ears. We just can't really use them. Researchers in Germany found that when people strain to hear something in a noisy room, those tiny muscles actually twitch and try to rotate the ear. a reflex from deep in our evolutionary past. But it barely moves anything and does nothing for our hearing today. It's a reflex, with no reflex left to give. Here's one almost nobody knows about. Look in the corner of your eye, right next to your nose. See that little pink fold of tissue? That is the remnant of a third eyelid, the same kind cats, birds, and reptiles used to slide across their eyes for protection and moisture. In humans, it's frozen in place, just a tiny fold doing absolutely nothing while your two normal eyelids do all the work. When you get cold or scared, tiny muscles attached to each hair follicle yank your hairs upright. Goosebumps. In furry animals, this traps warm air or makes them look bigger to predators. On our nearly hairless skin, it accomplishes nothing except making you look like a plucked bird. Interestingly, some recent studies suggest goosebumps might quietly wake up hair growth stem cells after prolonged cold. A hidden bonus feature we didn't know about. But the original purpose? Completely gone. Make a fist, touch your thumb to your pinky, and flex your wrist. See that thin tendon pop up in your forearm? That's the palmaris longus, and somewhere between 10 and 20% of people don't even have one. Doctors don't worry about it. They actually harvest it for tendon grafts because losing it changes nothing about your grip strength. Your calf hides a similar leftover, the plantaris muscle, a small remnant from when our ancestors gripped and climbed through trees. Up to 12% of people are simply born without it, with zero effect on how they walk or run. So, here's the question this all leads to. If evolution is quietly deleting these 9 parts of us, hair, teeth, tailbones, muscles, even reflexes, what does the human body look like 100,000 years from now? Maybe smoother, maybe smaller jawed, maybe missing muscles our ancestors couldn't survive without. Evolution doesn't plan ahead. It just stops protecting what we no longer need. And that means the final human body isn't fixed. It's still being edited, one silent mutation at a time, and you're carrying the first draft of a body that won't exist for much longer. Which one of these surprised you the most? The third eyelid, or the fact you might be one of the 1 in 5 people missing a forearm muscle right now? Drop your answer in the comments, and if your body just proved evolution is still happening, hit subscribe, because next time we're diving into the body parts humans are about to gain.